Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Richland County Conversation, the first conversation for the year 2021. I'm Paul Harris, and I am joined by telephone. Unfortunately, we couldn't get our Zoom connection to work earlier, so she's able to join us by telephone, but I am talking with the new coroner of Richland County, Nada Rutherford. Coroner Rutherford, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us on Richland County Conversation.
Thank you so much for having me, Paul. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm really looking forward to working with you all so that we can reach our community using social media and various other platforms. So thank you so much for having me.
First off, for people that may not know your background, give us a quick synopsis of yourself.
So I did not grow up in Columbia, South Carolina. I grew up in Florida. I came here as a homeless teen and studied and worked really, really hard to be able to even run for the position of Richland County Coroner. And I have 14 years of experience as a healthcare provider and patient advocate. And when I decided to run for coroner, it was because I wanted to continue the advocacy work that I started in my healthcare career and just do it on a larger scale. So I am excited about the opportunity to be here to service Richland County and to see how we can bridge the gap between the coroner's office and the community.
Each of us here is committed to serving, and I promise you that I will match your energy and go beyond what is expected of me for each of you every single day. I will acknowledge your efforts and make sure that you have the space to improve. I will always be committed to the community, to our team, and to this office.
What makes you ready to take on a position like this as coroner of Richland County?
So my theme for 2021 is ready. It's so funny that you have that word in the question because I feel like every adversity of my life has prepared me to be able to be more empathetic, more compassionate than people who don't really have that experience. When people see me, they may see someone, okay, well, she was a nurse practitioner, or she was a nurse. What qualifies her to be the coroner? Well, I have 14 years of experience dealing with the life spectrum from birth to death, and that gives you a different type of experience. While the coroner's office is an investigative office, it's very helpful to have that medical background. And as the first medical professional to ever hold this seat, I can tell you that since I took office on January 5th, there's been lots of medical issues that have come across my desk that we've had to clarify and rectify and provide explanations to families about the cause of death for their loved one. And I'll give you an example. We had an individual that passed away, and the family was certain that it was from one cause, and they were adamant, and they still wanted to make sure that the autopsy result supported what they thought was the cause of death. And then when we did the autopsy and I looked over everything, we found out that it was a completely new thing that the family had nothing about, and it was actually a congenital heart defect that's very rare. And so now we are able to provide that information to the family to be able to say to them, you need to go and have an echocardiogram done because this is something that's passed down through the bloodline, and we want to keep your family safe from this happening again. So it really is beneficial to have a medical background because I can have conversations that those who don't have a medical background would not be able to have.
Let's talk about this. You're the first African American to hold the position of coroner here in Richland County, and also you're the first female coroner as well for the county. One, how does that sound? And two, does that, you think, put more pressure on you to succeed in the job?
I think anytime you're the first at something, Paul, all eyes are on you in a way that is more focused than it probably was on the previous person that sat in the seat. And I'll tell you that representation matters. It matters for our young Black women and our young Black men to see someone who personifies Black excellence for them. It means something to see someone that does something outside of the entertainment industry that still shows success and integrity and stick-to-itiveness and ambition. It shows that academics matter. And I hope that when young girls see me, that they think to themselves, I can be smart. I don't have to be an Instagram model. I don't have to be a singer or a dancer. I can use my brain in a way that helps to not only investigate things that happen in my community, but things that affect my community and on such a large scale. So it is a humbling experience to be the first, but it's a tall task, and I'm ready for it.
I'm Paul Harris. This is Richland County Conversation, and we're talking with Nada Rutherford, the new Richland County coroner who was sworn in earlier this year. And Coroner Rutherford, what changes are you looking to implement to the Richland County Coroner's Office?
Well, our first 100 days, we're focused on our people, building the strongest possible team. We've hand-selected individuals who come from various backgrounds to join our team, and our goal, we have one team and one goal, and that's our motto for the office. We are modernizing the office by utilizing a different logging system, not only for our evidence, but for our case reports, which now our deputy coroners have to wait until they get back to the office to log in reports and do things, which can be very time consuming. So starting February 1st, we'll implement a new technology that will allow them to be able to work scenes from their phones and to be able to upload it directly to the cloud and have that information be accessible to our pathologists who are performing the autopsies on these individuals that pass away, and to be able to access medical records and scanned in reports and police reports and all of those things, so that there's no delay in getting information out. So modernization and our team building are our most important task during this first 100 days. But as we move forward, we've already implemented our forensic canine unit, which is one of the first in the state, which can help to find not only live persons, but cadavers and remains as well. So we are moving full steam ahead with all of our ideas and plans, and there's more to come in the next 4 years, but you guys will just have to wait and see.
And my final question is, what is one thing that you want Richland County residents to know?
What I'd like for them to see, because I believe that words mean very little if there's no action behind them. They will see me on the scene. They will see me helping to solve the cases. They will see me doing investigative work. They will see me in their communities. They will see me doing the work that needs to be done. I don't like to speak about the past in a negative way. We all have lessons that we learn, from previous administrations and what have you, and we thank them for their service and what they were able to do for the coroner's office. But it's a new day, and we are moving forward in a way that shows transparency for the office, that shows ambition. We are thinking big. We want to turn the coroner's office into the epicenter for coroner education for the Southeast, and we are working hard to accomplish that goal. We have education programs that we are starting. Again, the modernization, building a stronger team, bringing in people from various backgrounds, beefing up our anthropology department and adding resources there, making sure that we have the proper storage in a time of mass casualty and crisis. So I want the people to see us in the community, and they will. I will make sure of that.